Good evening. Hello, everybody. How are you tonight? I'm your host, Winifred Adams, and I'm only hosting a live. That's what I'm doing. There's nobody that's going to be with us tonight. I just want to give you a quick update because tomorrow night I'm going to go live, and I just wanted to give a quick shout out to that event. I have a special guest coming on tomorrow evening that's championing and taking forward a brilliant inspiration after a grave hardship. And it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful sharing. And so I invite you all to come tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. Eastern or 6 p.m. Pacific time. Look at, I'm cosmic. You can see me glowing. I'm radiating. Um, this very special guest is someone that I want to introduce to you, but I very much want you to hear their cause. It couldn't be more timely. It couldn't be more important, really, in our world. So I would like to just kind of give you a heads up that that's happening, and I want to bring you in on that because I think it's very important. So tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. for Pacific time. And okay, so I'm going to invite you to come and check it out live, hang with us, and I'll look forward to that because we haven't really hung out in a while. Hello, 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 hello. And respect and gratitude to everybody out there. Hello, Amun Ra. Cool. I just want to kind of touch on what we talked about more recently. And my interview with Ashton Forbes was pretty cool. I really enjoyed his time and all of his knowledge and his teaching. I hope you enjoyed it too. And if you didn't see it yet, you might want to go back. It's on YouTube and you can check it out there. What we did for that interview was we covered a lot of ground, really. We covered a lot of ground. And we were talking about some very cool things that maybe are not even yet being fully investigated. So he has really taken that investigation to the edge so far that, they're kind of giving him grief and they're muting him. So I really want to give him a voice and help him get that voice out there because he's perhaps one of the more important people that will be in our lifetime of discovery. What he's figured out and done there with cold fusion and what's going on with that missing airplane and how maybe it's going on really begs a lot of questions. And I want to tell you also that, he has a great way of teaching. And if you catch his lives, which are really fun, you'll learn a lot. It's kind of like a physics class. But I'll call him the professor. The Professor Forbes. And he's really, really good at explaining different concepts and different ideas and bringing it down home so everybody can understand it. So I hope you'll enjoy that. I really enjoyed my time with him, and I'm very grateful that he took the time to come and be with us because he's kind of touching on what's coming and where we're heading to from this point forward. So I really want to give you guys kind of a heads up that if you haven't seen it, please go watch it. It's going to be part and parcel of more of the conversation that goes on. And after all, we like the quantum over here at Making Life Brighter, and we like all things quantum. We like talking about the ether, and we like talking about consciousness. And so I'm taking that forward as we walk along here. I haven't been on a lot lately because, as I told you before, I didn't want to ever be part of the distraction. In other words, I don't need you to become addicted to watching what I'm putting out just because I need to put something out so I can have revenue or whatever. Yes, it's nice to have revenue, but I really like to put things out that kind of last the test of time. And when there's something important you need to know or something I really want to say, I really enjoy the guests that I've had and I enjoy the conversations that I bring to you. And I think that they're not only thoughtful, but oftentimes they're timely. So I know that it's fun to hang out with people and channels, and I'll be doing more talking soon. But I definitely want to have you understand that I'm not here to distract you. There's a lot of distraction going on in our world, and my forever objective has been to help people heal, not to necessarily take them away or create more addiction in their life. My goal is to help them heal. And I've always had that goal. I've always looked for solutions, really, for things so we don't end up repeating what we did the last time around in Atlantis. And I think that many of us were part of the Atlantean time frame, the Lemurian time frame, and moving into what is more a popular quantum narrative now. We're stepping into a new dimensional experience. And since the consciousness is, and it is all around us all the time, as we discussed in the interview with Ashton about the ether and the realization in science that the ether is there all the time, we have a new opportunity that we're sitting in right this minute, a new timeline even, where we can produce a more centered position of the now hyphen space and our now hyphen space. And we can take that position forward with a bit more contemplation and thoughtfulness. So I hope to focus more on that right now. Great, thank you. David LaPont has great info and working models on cold fusion. He offers his research information as open source for public as well, not trying to detract anything, just sharing. Yeah, I love the sharing. Thank you, Amin Ra. I like the Ra. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So your name is like a prayer. It's like the name of God. It's very sweet. Yes, thank you. No, I think we should all share. And I don't think even Ashton would be someone that wouldn't share. I think he's bringing all parties to the table. The problem is they aren't listening. So I think everybody needs to kind of come together and take this next step. We've had somebody else taking all the steps for us and dictating what we see or don't see, and I think that time is about to end. So fingers crossed that we get to the next bridge on the timeline, and we just crossed a bridge the other day. So we're coming into a space of what I'll call getting closer to the golden age. And I've kind of been one that's been aware of the golden age since its inception point. And now we are entering that space if we can catch it. So what do I mean by that? Well, if our consciousness is in a place where we can actually take that up and be in a dimensional field to receive that vibratory frequency, then we can hop over into that field. And those of us that have been doing the quantum healing meditations are familiar with wormholes and black holes and sound and light and moving through space-time and moving through dimensional fields and having an experience of that kind of differential and energy shifting. And you don't really need to go far, if you know what I mean. So the journey within is really a cosmic experience all by itself. And when we can come together to do that, I'd like to do more of that with you here, even live sometimes. And I'd like to kind of take some of what we've been doing privately and share it a little bit and see if we can't have some other effect into the world. That's been something that I've really been focused on and enjoy quite a bit. There is so much that's being offered right now. We have to be very careful and discerning in how we take up opportunity of energy and where we place our energy next, so that the next now that we have is actually lining up to a better frequency and a next step. Anyway, I invite you to please come and join tomorrow night, because I have a very sweet conversation that I'm going to have. And it's a really powerful narrative. It's a powerful, it's a beautiful story. And I just really want to support this cause. I think it's beautiful, so I want to share it with you. I will see you guys tomorrow evening. Thank you so very much for listening. Thank you for sharing. And thank you for your comments too. I appreciate all that. And I appreciate everybody out there. We have made some strides. We're going to make some more. We're going to keep walking because now is all we have, right? So let's perfect it. As my friend used to say, how is your perfect now? Right? How is your perfect now? Well, my perfect now is pretty good. And tomorrow night, we're going to have another perfect now. So thank you for listening. I will see you guys tomorrow, and we'll